Hello everyone. Happy New Year to everybody. I can't wait for the first Madame Glam live of 2026. Today we are going to be celebrating the release of the new Glam Reborn collection, which I'm so excited about. Welcome everybody. Just a quick one. If you want to win this entire collection, then please do stay until the end because we will be giving away one of the new Glam Reborn collections. So feel free to stick around and chat with us. Happy 2026 to everyone. Happy New Year. Hope you guys are having the best start to 2026 so far. Hope you guys had a lovely Christmas break if you celebrate, or festive break if you don't celebrate Christmas. And let me know in the comments, guys, how is everybody? And obviously I have to discuss the fact that I am back again for another year with Madame Glam. My name is Kelly, for all of you guys that don't know me already. I am Enchanted Nails by Kelly. That's Enchanted and then Nails by and then Kelly with an IE, so Kellie, here on Instagram. And I was the Madame Glam official ambassador for 2025, and I am so grateful that they have decided to let me back for another year. So I'm going to be here with you guys on the 4th of every month for the release day of the new Madame Glam collections. We give away one collection, so we're going to be giving away the Glam Reborn collection today at the end, so do feel free to stick around and have a little chat with us about everything Madame Glam, and then you could be in with a chance of winning this beautiful collection at the end. So just going to reintroduce myself quickly. So my name is Kelly. I'm Enchanted Nails by Kelly here on Instagram, and I have been using Madame Glam now, oh gosh, I lose count because it's so long, but I would say close to like 9-10 years now. And I absolutely love the brand. They're my favourite brand to work with. If you haven't used their polishes before, honestly, you need to try them because they are just the nicest polishes ever. And now we're going into 2026. This is the first collection, and it's called the Glam Reborn collection. So this collection is kicking us off with a surge of fearless energy. No resolutions, no rules, just reinvention. And this is born from new beginnings and that confidence that comes with leveling up in the new year. These shades are made for the ones who don't just enter a new year, but they own it. And I love that. And I'm here for it. And I definitely feel that way about this year. So I hope you guys love all the colours. We are going to have to get into swatching them in a minute. But for those of you that are new to Madame Glam or haven't shopped with Madame Glam before, I have to just emphasise some of the best things about Madame Glam. So they are vegan, cruelty-free, HEMA-free and salon quality. And my personal opinion on why they're so great, I have so many things. The colour selection is just incredible, but also the formula. If you have never swatched or painted a Madame Glam gel polish before, you are missing out. When you see how buttery, smooth and soft these are to apply, they're the easiest polishes I've ever used. I love them to bits, and they last 3 to 4 weeks as they should. So they are salon quality. I can attest to that. I have been using them for such a long time and I've never come across a colour that's difficult to work with. I just love them. Here's some designs here that I created with this collection. I will be recreating one of those later on in the live. But for now, I think that we should get into swatching. So I'm just going to move these out of the way. So one thing, I don't know if you guys noticed, these are all cream polishes for this collection. I'm just going to move my lights as well to make it a little bit lighter for you all, and I'm just going to undo all of the lids so that they're easily accessible for when I need to swatch them. But yeah, this collection is all cream shades, which is kind of different because I can't remember the last Madame Glam collection that was just cream shades. Most of the time there is a mix in there of glittery, shimmery cat eye, but I love that they've taken a different direction for January, because I've done so much sparkle and stuff over the Christmas period that I'm kind of glad to have a little bit of a break, and just paint some cream colours. So I'm just going to move these over so that everything's easy for me to get to, and then we're going to start swatching. How exciting. This is one of my favorite things to do. I'm just going to zoom in here as well so you guys can see. So the first one we're going to swatch is called Winter Eclipse. When you see how smooth these go on, if you've never used a Madame Glam polish before, you are going to love this. Look at how stunning they are with just one coat. Look at this. I am obsessed. The first thing I do when I get new collections is I swatch them, because I just love painting Madame Glam polishes. I would say this one's like a pinky kind of purpley colour. Isn't it just beautiful? So this one is called Winter Eclipse. Might just zoom out slightly so you guys can see. What do you guys think? I think it's like a pinky purpley kind of colour. So pretty. Pop that one in the lamp. And then we're going to move on to the second one. Exactly like butter, Carly. Exactly. I feel exactly the same. And then the next one we have is January Blush. And me being a Capricorn and being born in January, I love that this one is called January Blush, because it just kind of reminds me that this is my birthday month. Is anybody else a Capricorn in the comments? Anyone else born in, well, is it December or January? I'm not sure when the cutoffs are. But look at this. Thank you. It's not actually till the 15th, but we're getting there. So this one is called January Blush, which is, again, just beautiful. I'm going to move these over in the lamp. Okay. And then we're going to move on to the next one, which is Moon Fog, which actually, this could not have been named any better, I don't think. I think Moon Fog is literally the perfect name for this polish. Maybe I might come a little bit closer. I'm trying to make it so that it's the best quality for you guys. It's like a purpley, like a lilac toned grey, I would say, this one. Yeah, like a lilac toned grey, although it's coming up a lot more lilac on camera, on my side anyway. I don't know how it appears on your guys's screens, but for me, it's like a purpley toned grey. Just beautiful. And I do love that Madame Glam didn't include any greys, because I have so many greys, and January, especially in England, is so grey anyway. I try and avoid painting grey, but that one's lovely because it's got a hint of purple. So the next one is called Glacier Dust. These just apply so beautifully. I could literally just sit and do this all day. They are just the easiest, nicest polishes to apply, and quite often when I'm applying them on clients, I will only do one coat, because you just don't need a second. There's just no need for it. It's literally completely opaque. Even on a clear swatch stick, it's still completely opaque, and I just love that. Absolutely stunning. So that one was called Glacier Dust. I'm going to pop those into Cure. And then we're going to move on to another beautiful blue, which is, blue's my favourite colour too, so there's two in this collection and I love them. This one's called Twilight Chill. So let's give this one a try. It's probably the brightest colour out of this collection, but I love that we've got a nice blue. And I was looking through my Madame Glam collection earlier, and I don't have any colours like this. So this is really, really different. It's more of a muted, it's coming up quite bright on camera, but it's quite a muted bright. Does that make sense? Like a muted bright colour? You guys know what I mean. Yes, it is like a purpley blue. I feel like these are the perfect wintry colours, to be honest. You can't really ask much more for a January collection, because January is a little bit bleak, like weather-wise, especially in the UK. And these are just lovely muted colours. The next one we have is Frozen Sage. So let's give this one a swatch. Look how easy they apply. The consistency is just, they honestly do put some kind of magic in this, I feel. So yeah, this one is Frozen Sage, and it is like a muted greeny sage colour. Again, I don't have anything like this, and I've been using Madame Glam for about 8 or 9 years now, and I do think that this is a really unusual colour as well. I don't have anything like this one in my collection, and I think it would be really, really popular as well with my clients. I actually haven't had these out yet because I was still using all the Christmas colours, so when I get back to work tomorrow, I feel like my clients are going to be picking all of these. The next one is Evergreen Mist. And again, this is just like a muted dark sagey green, I would say. It's a really beautiful shade. I think, again, a lot of people are going to like this one too. I'm just trying to think about which one I think my clients will like the most, and I think it might be this one, Evergreen Mist. And then the last one we're going to swatch is Amber Snow. And this does look like butter. It's like a warm nude. A warm, would I say it's peachy? I would say it's on the peachy spectrum, for sure. It's not that bright. Every time I put my gloves underneath, it makes it look brighter than what it is. So I shouldn't do that, really. Oh, Grace, I think so too. I think that a whole mani just in that one colour would be perfect. So now I'm going to get these out, and I am going to top coat them in just one moment. Sorry, I know I'm leaving you guys hanging a minute. I'm just trying to get everything in the... Oh, I knocked my first swatch. I'm so sorry. Winter Eclipse. I need to redo that one. I'll just quickly redo this while I'm here. I knocked it in the lamp and it looks awful, so I'm not going to show that to you on camera. I'll just quickly redo it because I want you guys to see the full effect. That's me not watching what I'm doing. Do you guys ever do that? I mean, it's different when clients do it in your lamp, but I try not to. Okay, I'm just going to pop that one back in and get the rest out, and then we can start top coating. Just trying to find enough room on my desk for all of these swatches. Okay, and I already have to hand my Madame Glam No Wipe top coat. Oh, an antique white. That's such a great way of explaining it, an antique white. Yes, that's exactly what it is. I'm just going to top coat this one first. And actually this one was January blush, but I'm going to start with this one just because I'm letting the other one dry in the lamp where I knocked it. So shiny. Again, the Madame Glam No Wipe top coat is unreal as well. It's so shiny. Like, your nails always look wet. I don't know if you guys have ever tried it, and it's no wipe as well, which is like super helpful. Do you guys remember the days where top coats were not no wipe and you had to wipe them afterwards? Crazy times. So then we're gonna top coat Moon Fog. Another stunning shade, which I think will be extremely popular for January because it's in between a grey and a lilac. The shine definitely stays for a long time. I absolutely agree. And then we have Glacier Dust. Another really stunning colour. I always try and pick a favourite from each collection, although it's always really hard to pick a favourite because they're always so cute. There we go. Perfect. I love muted colours for this time of year. It's so hard, isn't it? Because we're basically in between seasons. We're basically, what's the word? What am I trying to get at? Like, it is still winter, but we're not doing the Christmas kind of sparkly kind of things anymore. And then we're not doing anything, I don't know, bright yet or spring type yet. So I think muted colours, I think you're right. Muted colours are the best ones to paint. And I do think they're the most popular as well. I don't know, what do you guys paint the most during this sort of season? Because I do feel like it's difficult to choose. And especially like if you're a working nail tech and your clients are asking you, oh, what should I have? What should I have? And I'm like, oh gosh. So I always go for muted colours. Right, let's get on with top coating. So we've got Twilight Chill here, which we will do next. Also, Madame Glam did just send me a message. So you guys, if you're here and you're listening, which I hope you are, I did get your message. So I'll make sure I do that, or don't do that. Okay, so then we have Frozen Sage, which I really, really think might be my favourite. This is such an unusual, beautiful colour. I am obsessed, and I don't have anything like this in my collection, so this is just perfect. And then we have Evergreen Mist, which I think will be the most popular among my clients, I have to say. I think this one people are going to go nuts for. As I said, I've kept them out of the way, so my clients haven't really seen these yet because I wanted them to use all the Christmas colours. How stunning. And then we just have one more, which is Amber Snow. And again, this is a great nude as well. This is a warm, kind of toasty kind of nude, which I love. This would be a great base for lots of different nail art designs or just on its own. Beautiful. Okay. So I'm going to leave those in the lamp for a minute. And then we are going to get on, guys. I do feel like the Carrington Valentine. Yes, they would. Yeah, a few of these would be great for Valentine's. I feel like Amber Snow, Winter Eclipse, and January Blush would all still be really good shades for February as well. But you find that a lot with Madame Glam, that a lot of their colours will kind of transfer to other seasons, which again, I love. It's another plus. So now I'm going to recreate one of these designs for you guys. So you guys can pick if you like. Favourite colours for matte? Yes, Catherine. You said what I was thinking, but I just never said it. That is absolutely true. These colours in matte look amazing. Look. I did a couple, 2 matte with like some lines, but still, they are stunning. So I think we're going to number these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then if you guys want to put a number in the comments, I will recreate whichever one you like. So we have number 1. Let me look at the underneath. Number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. So you let me know what you'd like me to recreate, and the one that gets the most votes, I will recreate that one for you. A couple of people are saying number 1. I do love this. This is so fun. And it only takes really... Okay, I'm going to do number 1 because you guys are all voting for number 1. Perfect. Oh, you guys, you like number 1? I'm so pleased. So the only other Madame Glam product that you will need for this is blooming gel. Now, don't judge my blooming gel. This is what it looks like because I use it so much because I love it. So it is a well-used bottle. So I started out with a coat of Amber Snow. So let's just do a coat of Amber Snow, and then we're gonna leave that to cure for 30 seconds. Okay, perfect. just going to take all my little swatches out of the lamp because they're taking up all of the room. My blooming gel looks the same. It's just one of those things. I know that the ones that look crazy like that are the ones that I use the most, that are most loved. So, no problem for me. Oh, Grace, you will love it. Honestly, it's the easiest. It's so fun. And there's really no rules when it comes to blooming gel. So I'm just looking for my Madame Glam dotting tool, which is here, but I love them because they all look very cohesive, all of their brushes and tools, but they obviously all look the same. So I should have got this out before, and I'm so sorry I did not. Oh, I have it here. Good. Perfect. Right then. So next, I'm just going to take my blooming gel and do a thin coat and leave it. Do not cure this before you have finished the design, because if you cure it now, nothing will happen. You're going to basically set the polish. So you need a nice even layer. I'm just going to set that aside for a minute. And then next to me, which you guys won't be able to see, but I promise you it's there, I'm just going to decant some of the 3 polishes that I'm going to use. So the 3 polishes I'm going to use for this design are January Blush, Winter Eclipse, and Moon Fog. So I'm just going to get a little dot of each out, and then we can start the design. I like to decant it. I just find it easier. Especially if I was doing something like this on all 10 nails for someone, for a client, it's just easier if I have them to hand. So I'm going to start out with the darkest shade first at the top, which is Winter Eclipse. So I'm just going to take my Madame Glam dotting tool, and I'm just going to start doing some dots. Now you can vary these in size. The last design I did were big ones, but I think I might vary this a little bit just to give it a bit more dimension. And as you can see straight away, it's already starting to bloom. The dots that I've already applied are already starting to bloom. And then I'm just going to clean my dotting tool off and then move straight in and go in with the next shade, which is January Blush. This is such fun stuff to play with, blooming gel. I absolutely love it. I play with it all the time, and it's super quick to do as well. And the Madame Glam one is just particularly easy to use. I have tried others, but nothing compares, as always. And then we're going to go in with Moon Fog. Just going to put a few dots in here. The quicker you can work with this, the better. But now I'm just going to wait for the bottom dots to just kind of... No, it doesn't bloom over too quickly, but you do need to kind of... I don't know, I guess the quicker you work, then you can sit and wait for it and then put it in the lamp and cure it when you're ready, rather than like it already being blooming before you've even finished. Stunning, right? And then all you need to do is pop it in the lamp and cure it for 60 seconds. Blooming gel needs to be cured for 60 seconds. So I'm just popping that into the lamp now. And for those of you that haven't seen it or don't know, the dotting tool I was using is the Madame Glam dotting tool. And they have a beautiful selection of brushes and tools. And yeah, they have all gold lids. They all look nice standing on my nail desk. But as you can see, I use this a lot as well, hence why it doesn't look perfect anymore. But that's okay, that's okay. I'll show you guys the design when it comes out of the lamp. But that's how easy it is to use blooming gel, and you can do so much with it. There's so many different designs you can do. That's just something that I was inspired to do by the colours in this collection. But actually, if you look up, there's so many different ones you can do. So many different effects. And Hazelnut13, I'm so sorry, I don't speak Spanish. I apologise. I would answer your question if you can put it in English. Then happy to answer. And then I'm just going to do a little top coat. Like so. And there you go. Look how fun it is. I love blooming gel. Okay, perfect. So now I am just going to do up all of these difference between keratin base and fibre base. That would be something you might need to email Madame Glam about. Yeah, I would send Madame Glam a message or email them. Just going to pop all of these here so that you guys have the gorgeous collection to look at while we continue. So the very next part is we're going to be doing the giveaway. So if you want to win this entire collection, then you need to stick around because we're about to do the giveaway. I'm just going to try and get all of these in the frame. Maybe put my little, there we go. Perfect. So what I want to know, this is the question for the giveaway. So what I want to know is, what is your New Year's resolution for 2026? So feel free to put your answers into a comment below, and then we'll have a little continue talking about Madame Glam. And then I will go back, have a little look at your answers, and I'll pick a winner, but I'll give you some time to decide. And that's amazing, Grace. Okay, so you're welcome. I'm sorry I couldn't have be of more help. So Madame Glam Pro is another thing. So that's wholesale for nail techs, pros and salon owners and distributors. So you can go to madameglam.com for more info on that. So if you're a salon and you want to carry Madame Glam and you're going to buy lots and lots of it, then the best place to go is to the website so that you can find out more information. And I do need to get the little swatches out as well. So I'm just going to wait for some more answers. Because I think I might be lagging behind a little bit. So I'm going to set these up in a cute way. Maybe I'll put the swatches in too. Maybe I'll take my designs out and put the swatches in. I bet you guys want to see what they look like swatched. All next to each other and everything. Ooh. I see all of your resolutions coming through. I can't wait to see them. I don't really have one. I know that's really bad. My 2025 one was to drink more water. So I was a bit useless with drinking. So I asked for a Yeti cup, one of the big ones, for Christmas last year. And I got that. And then it really did help my drinking, but actually I don't have one for 2026, so I really need to think one up because we're going to be halfway through January before I even know it. But yeah, let me look through some of your answers. So New Year's resolution is to graduate college with your radiology degree. Wow, that's so cool. I hope you do. Good luck. Amber wants to get healthy and fit. Bought a Smith machine. I've never heard of one of those before. And second is to get a new house. That's a really good one. Get better at cuticle work and more creative with nail art designs. You can do it, Jay. To be stronger in your faith and hopefully buy a home. I love that, Jess. That's beautiful. Lusahachi. My resolution is to give myself a little more breathing room, maybe extra time in the morning to put on mascara, stretch and a fancy coffee. That sounds like me. New Year's resolution to be more kind to myself. that should be everyone's, Carly. I feel like everyone needs to take a leaf out of Carly's book. Oh my gosh, there's so many beautiful ones. Oh, I love all of these. I love them all. However, I have to pick one. I wish I could give a collection away to all of you, but I am going to go with Jess Marie 1001. So you have won the beautiful Glam Reborn collection for January. If you'd like to send Madame Glam a little message after this live, they will get in touch with you and send you your collection, which I hope you enjoy. So just to round up the first live video and collection drop with Madame Glam for 2026, I want to say thank you to you all. You guys have been amazing today. I look forward to this every month, coming here and sharing the new collections with you. And I hope that you love this collection. I cannot pick a favourite, so I just suggest that you get them all, because I think, as a lot of people were saying, these colours can translate through lots of different months and different seasons. This would be, the Twilight Chill would be great even for summer because it is quite bright still. These would be great for Valentine's. I just feel like these are all year round kind of colours, although they are perfect for January. So I just appreciate you guys so much. It's totally not a spoiler, but I do already have the February collection, and you guys, all I'm going to say is meet me back here next month, same time, same date. And trust me when I say you guys are going to go crazy over the next one too. Madame Glam are already hitting it right out of the park for 2026. That's all I'm going to tell you. But I do want to say thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you, Madame Glam, for having me back for another year, and I literally can't even wait until the next live. So I hope you guys have an amazing January, an amazing start to your year, and I'll be back here again with you guys next month on the 4th for the February collection. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye.